Hello guys, welcome to my channel Chem Insider. So in the previous class we have discussed about the general principles and isolations of metals, and regarding that I have uploaded about 9 videos, 8 or 9 videos. So in those videos we have discussed about how a molecule or a metal is extracted from its respective ore forms, and we also discussed about several methods of extraction like concentration, roasting, calcination, and extraction of metal using certain reducing agents like carbon or a suitable metal, and then refining process, etc. So now from today's class we are going to discuss about the first chapter of organic chemistry in class 12, that is about haloalkanes and haloarenes. So in the previous class 11, you might have discussed about hydrocarbons and some basic concepts of hydrocarbons, right? So in today's class we are going to extend some our knowledge about some haloalkanes and haloarenes. So these haloalkanes and haloarenes are said to be derivatives of aliphatic and aromatic hydrocarbon. Haloalkanes and haloarenes are said to be as derivatives of aliphatic hydrocarbon and aromatic hydrocarbon. So how are they derived is, if you remove or if you replace one hydrogen present in a hydrocarbon by a halogen atom, we derive an aliphatic hydrocarbon with a halogen atom. Like for example, let us say our basic hydrocarbon, that is methane, which has one carbon and 4 hydrogens, right? If you replace one of these hydrogen by an halogen atom, generally halogen atoms are denoted by the symbol X. Okay, so halogens are, the halogens which we have are fluorine, chlorine, bromine and iodine. Okay, so these are the halogens which we normally use in our hydrocarbon chapters. So this is the 4 different types of halogens. And if you replace one of the hydrogen present in a hydrocarbon by respective halogen, then that gives us a derivative of aliphatic hydrocarbon known as haloalkane. That is, if you replace one of the hydrogen of an alkane, so this is an alkane, that is our methane. So if we replace hydrogens by a halogen atom in an alkane, we get alkyl halide or haloalkane. And if you replace hydrogen from a aryl group, let us say just like this, if you have hydrogen here and if you replace this hydrogen by one more halogen atom, let us say bromine, so then this compound, those compounds are called haloarenes. So what you define as haloalkanes are the compounds obtained by replacing hydrogen by a halogen atom in alkanes. Haloarenes are the compounds obtained by replacing one or two hydrogens of a arene compound by halogen atoms. So this is how we derive haloalkane and haloarenes. For exact definition, haloalkanes are the aliphatic hydrocarbon derivatives which are formed by replacing hydrogen by halogen. Whereas for haloarene, it is obtained by replacing one of the hydrogen atom by halogen atoms of arene groups. So this is how we prepare haloalkane. This is how we form a haloalkane and haloarene. So depending upon this halogen atoms present in a hydrocarbon and which group is it attached to, like if I say here they are attached to carbon atom, but here they are attached to carbon atom present in a ring. So depending upon these factors, what we do is we have classified halogens on different bases. So we will classify halogens under different types of bases. Like for example, one is the amount of halogens present. So if we have different amount of halogens present, we can clearly name them as different types of halogen compounds. Next, let us say if you have attached the halogen atoms to a specific carbon which has different hybridization. Let us say sp3 carbon having an halogen atom, or sp2 carbon having an halogen atom, or sp carbon having an halogen atom. So thus, in different ways we have classified our halogens into many classified bases. So we just discuss about the different classifications involved in haloalkanes and haloarenes. For that, first one we are going to discuss is about number of halogen atoms. So based on number of halogen atoms, our first classification is classification based on number of halogen atoms. So based on number of halogen atoms, we have classified haloalkanes derivatives to 3 types. One is monohaloalkane, Observe here we are just classifying about alkanes. We'll classify arenes later. First we'll just classify our haloalkanes. So you have first one monohaloalkane, second one dihaloalkane, and third one we have polyhaloalkane. Polyhaloalkane. So we have three different types: monohaloalkane, dihaloalkane, and polyhaloalkane. So further in monohaloalkane we have classified monohaloalkanes into three more types. One is primary haloalkane, other one is secondary, and the other one is tertiary. Monohaloalkanes further classified into three types. Those are primary haloalkane. First one is primary haloalkane. So these primary haloalkanes are those compounds in which halogen is attached to a primary carbon. So first of all, what is primary, secondary and tertiary carbon? You might have studied this in your class 11. I'll just revise it now. So if a carbon atom is not attached to any of the hydrogens, if a carbon atom is attached to only one carbon atom, if a carbon atom is attached to one or no, if it is attached to none of the hydrogen atoms, or it is attached to just one of the carbon atoms, such as like this, if you have CH3 along with a halogen atom, or if you have CH3 CHHX. So these two are called primary haloalkanes. So that is, if a carbon atom is attached to one carbon or none of it, if it is not at all attached to any carbon, or if it is attached to one, just one, so then that type of carbon is said to be primary carbon. So if a halogen is attached to that type of carbon, then that halogen compound will be called as primary haloalkane. Example, you can observe over here, CH3X or CH3CH2X. Okay. Next, for secondary haloalkane. Secondary haloalkane are those in which halogen atoms are attached to carbons which are bonded with two different carbons. So secondary haloalkanes are those hydrocarbons in which halogen is attached to a carbon which is in turn attached to more than one carbon atoms. Let us say two. If it is attached to two different carbon atoms, then that carbon is said to be, this carbon is said to be secondary. This carbon is secondary carbon. So if a halogen is attached to a carbon which is bonded with two different carbon atoms, then that is called as secondary carbon atoms. And the halogen attached to that secondary carbon atom is called secondary halogen. The compound will be called as secondary haloalkane. Example CH3, CHX, CH3. Next, for the last one, tertiary haloalkane. Tertiary haloalkane. So tertiary haloalkane are those compounds in which halogen is attached to a carbon which is in turn bonded with three carbon atoms. So haloalkanes in which halogen is attached to a carbon which is in turn attached to three other carbon atoms. That means that carbon will have no hydrogen bonded with it. So if a halogen is attached to a carbon which is in turn attached to three carbon atoms, or you can also say that if halogen is attached to a carbon which is not at all bonded with any of the hydrogen, then that halogen compound will be called as tertiary haloalkane. So this is about primary haloalkane, secondary haloalkane and tertiary haloalkane. So these three are classes of monohaloalkane. So that is, monohaloalkanes can be classified into primary haloalkane, secondary haloalkane and tertiary haloalkane. Next is dihaloalkanes. Next is dihaloalkanes. Dihaloalkanes are classified into two types. One is geminal dihaloalkane or geminal haloalkane. And the second one is vicinal haloalkane. Geminal haloalkane or vicinal, second one is vicinal haloalkane. So what is this geminal haloalkane? If the two halogens attached to carbon present in a hydrocarbon are separated by two bonds. If halogens attached present in a hydrocarbon is separated by two bonds, then those are called geminal haloalkanes. We can also define them as two halogens attached to same carbon atom. Like for example, let us say CH3, CH, Cl and Cl. So if you observe this compound, we have two halogen atoms present. So these two halogens are separated by 1, 2. So if a haloalkane has two halogens which are separated by just two bonds, then those are called geminal haloalkane. We can also say them as halogen atoms of a dihaloalkane are attached to one carbon itself. So this is attached to same carbon. So if it is attached to same carbon atoms, then they are called geminal haloalkane. So example like this. So these two chlorine atoms are attached to a single carbon or they are separated by two bonds. Next, for vicinal haloalkane, if two halogens present in a hydrocarbon, are separated by three bonds. If the two halogen present in a hydrocarbon is separated by three bonds, then those are called vicinal haloalkane. So now if you observe over here, these are separated by three bonds, 1, 2, 3. So the bond difference between two of the chlorines will be 1, 2, 3. So if two halogens present in a hydrocarbon dihaloalkane is attached to two neighboring carbon atoms, or you can also say that as if halogens present in a hydrocarbon is separated by three bonds, then those are called vicinal haloalkane. So these are the two types of dihaloalkanes. One is geminal haloalkane and the other one is vicinal haloalkane. And next, for the polyhaloalkane, that is if a hydrocarbon has more than two halogens. Let us say example CH3, Cl, H, Br, H. So this compound has four halogen atoms present and those compounds are said to be polyhaloalkane. So if a hydrocarbon has more than two halogens present in it, it may be attached to same carbon, it may be attached to different carbons, doesn't matter. If it has more than two halogens, then those are called polyhaloalkane. So this is about the classification of haloalkanes based on the number of halogen atoms present. Next is classification based on hybridization of carbon having that halogen. Second is based on hybridization. So depending upon the hybridization of carbon atom which is holding our halogen, so in this case we are just going to consider about monohaloalkane. Dihaloalkane also can be classified under this basis itself. So now we are going to just consider our monohaloalkane. So if carbon atom bonded with our halogen group has different hybridization, then we will get different types of haloalkanes. So that is, if a halogen is attached to a carbon and that carbon has different types of hybridization, then depending upon that hybridization structure, we classify haloalkanes to different types. Okay. In this case, we can also discuss about haloarenes also. So now first, let us say if the carbon is sp3 hybridized. That is first condition, if carbon is sp3 hybridized. So if the carbon which is bonded with our halogen is sp3 hybridized, we have three types of haloalkane. We have three types of haloalkane. First one is alkyl. First one is alkyl haloalkane. Second one is allyl. First one is alkyl. Second one allyl. Third one is benzyl. Alkyl, allyl and benzyl. Alkyl halide, allyl halide and benzyl halide. So these are the three different haloalkanes which are classified under the basis of hybridization if the carbon is sp3. So for alkyl halogen, so that is if a carbon atom is having three hydrogens or three different single bonds. So let us say like this. If halogen attached to a carbon atom, if halogen attached to a carbon atom is having all single bonds, if halogen attached to a carbon atom is having only single bonds present, then those type of carbons are called sp3 hybridized carbon. So if a carbon atom is having just single bonds, then those are called sp3 hybridized orbital or sp3 hybridized carbon. This comes into play using our electronic configuration of carbon. So carbon, as we know, it has 4 valence electron in its valence shell, like this, in this excited shell, right? So S and 3p, that gives us sp3. So if a carbon is bonding this type of structure sp3, then it has 4 single bonds or 4 sigma bonds. So first one, under the sp3 condition, we should have carbon geometry as like this. If the halogen is attached to a carbon with this kind of environment, we call it as carbon with sp3 hybridized. So next further what we observe over here is this carbon should be attached to a different environment. So if a sp3 hybridized carbon is attached to a halogen and further that carbon is of in different environment or different bonding nature, then those are classified as alkyl, allyl and benzyl groups. So let us say, for example, we'll just discuss about first one, our alkyl, then alkyl halides. So if a compound is said to be alkyl halide, then the sp3 carbon which is attached to our halogen, if alkyl halide is to be considered, then in that hydrocarbon, the carbon of our halogen atoms, that is our sp3 hybridized carbon, should be attached to one more sp3 hybridized carbon, such as like this. So if our sp3 hybridized carbon, that is the S1, is attached to one more sp3 hybridized carbon, then that type of haloalkane is said to be alkyl halide. Okay, so alkyl halide are those in which sp3 hybridized carbon attached to halogen should be further attached to one more sp3 hybridized carbon, or it may be just hydrogens. Okay, so if a sp3 hybridized carbon having a halogen atom is attached to all three hydrogen, or it is attached to one more sp3 hybridized carbon, then that compound is said to be our alkyl halide. That is, our sp3 carbon should be attached to one more sp3. sp3 carbon should be attached to one more sp3 carbon. Then those are called alkyl halide. If our sp3 carbon, that is this one, if our sp3 carbon is attached to an sp2 carbon, like this, which is having a double bond. So if our sp3 carbon with a halogen is attached to one more carbon which is sp2, so this is our sp2 carbon which has a double bond. If our sp3 halogen compound is attached to a sp2 hybridized carbon, then that is called allyl carbon or allyl halide. That is sp3 carbon attached to sp2 carbon. Okay. Next, third one is if our sp3 carbon is attached to a benzene ring. If our sp3 carbon is attached to a benzene ring, then that carbon is said to be benzyl haloalkane or benzyl halide. So if our sp3 carbon, which we have discussed over here, is attached to hydrogen or another sp3 carbon, then we can say them as alkyl halide. If our sp3 hydrocarbon is attached to sp2 carbon, then it is called allyl halide. If our sp3 hydrocarbon is attached to benzene ring, sp3 carbon attached to benzene ring, then that halide is called benzyl halide. Okay, so these are the three different types of haloalkane which can be observed by our carbon if it is sp3. Okay, so this is about halogens with sp3 carbon. Next we are going to discuss about halogen in which haloalkanes in which our halogen is attached to sp2 carbon. So what if our halogen itself is attached to an sp2 carbon? That is B, if our carbon is attached to sp2 carbon. So if our halogen is attached to an sp2 carbon, that means halogen should be with carbon which has a double bond. Okay, so this is our sp2 carbon and halogen attached to that carbon. So depending upon this, we are classifying we have two types of haloalkanes from there. One is vinylic haloalkane, one is vinylic alkyl halide, and second one is arylic haloalkane or alkyl halide. Vinylic alkyl halide and arylic alkyl halide. So for the vinylic alkyl halide, if our halogen is attached to carbon with double bond, such as like this, if our halogen is attached to carbon with double bond, if you satisfy the 4 bonds, so this type of compounds are called vinylic alkyl halide. If our alkyl group halogen attached to sp2 carbon, then we call them as vinylic alkyl halide. If the halogen is attached to benzene ring directly, such as like this, so if this is our benzene ring, if our halogen is attached directly to a benzene ring, then that type of alkyl halide is called arylic alkyl halide. So this is arylic alkyl halide, where halogen is directly attached to benzene ring. Here our halogen is directly attached to benzene ring. So this is about different types of halogens based on their hybridization present. So depending upon the carbon's hybridization, we have two types. If carbon is sp3, we have three further types: allylic, alkylic and benzylic. If our carbon is sp2 hybridized, we have two types: vinylic and arylic. So this is about the different classifications of haloalkanes and haloarenes. In case of haloarenes, they are also again classified into monohaloalkane, dihaloalkane and polyhaloalkane depending upon the number of halogens present. So now this is about the complete classification of haloalkanes and haloarenes which is present in our syllabus. So in the next class we are going to discuss about IUPAC nomenclature and common name nomenclature of haloalkanes and haloarenes. That's it for today. If you have understood this video, please like and subscribe to my channel in order to get more video updates. And if you have any doubts, you can mail me in my email ID which I have provided you in the description box. Thank you for watching.